up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kevin Jackwitz. This is the Caged match, and this is me catching up on a lot of wrestling. NXT for 11/20/19. This is a go-home NXT show for War Games and Survivor Series. So you have the open invitation from Triple H. You start out with Becky Lynch in the ring. She gets cut off by Rhea Ripley, and that turns into a Lynch-Ripley match. This is something that you absolutely you want to see. This is like one of those fantasy booking matches. And it was really cool, man. A lot of fun all the way through. At the end of the day, it gets cut short when Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, and Marina Shafir come out, and they try to take out both of them. The Revival show up, even though they said, they didn't want to be a part of NXT. It was interesting, whatever. Kona Reeves comes out after that little segment where the Revival show up and gets taken out by Ricochet, like just flat taken out. So then you get Ricochet versus Matt Riddle. They've really been building up Matt Riddle. I really like Matt Riddle. Dude is incredibly talented, incredibly strong for a guy his size. Honestly, he's just amazing. At the end of the day, Matt Riddle takes the win. I was happy with that. Then you get this segment with Shinsuke, Cesaro, and Finn Balor of all people. I don't know how that correlated, but whatever. But then you get the Revival versus Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. It was a good match. Actually, it was a better match than I think I've seen the Revival pull off in quite some time. And I think I would have to give that to the Undisputed Era, because they're that damn good. So a good match. And obviously they're trying to make NXT look strong as hell. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish take the win. Then you get Kaylee Ray, who is NXT UK Women's Champion, versus Dakota Kai. This is obviously before Dakota Kai's heel turn. And so, again, a good match. I don't know that anything really stood out, but it was damn good. Honestly, it was. Kaylee Ray takes the win on this one. Then you get the SmackDown, NXT, and Raw women. They're all in this big brawl after the match. And it winds up like the big segment here is Nikki Cross coming in with a chair and literally hitting anything that moved. So that was pretty fun. Then you get the Viking Raiders versus the Forgotten Sons. Couple of big guy teams. And I figured that they were going to, try to have NXT do like a clean sweep here. But no, they actually gave this one to the Viking Raiders, but I can see that because they are that damn good. Two incredibly big guys who are incredibly agile for their size. I've said recently that I really like watching the Viking Raiders because it's not anything you've seen before, honestly. These guys are big and can really move, so it's very cool to see. Then you get Dominic Dijakovic versus Adam Cole in a ladder match. And this is for War Games setup. This is whoever wins. Their team gets the distinct advantage in War Games. So very cool match. Some really good spots. Some really tough looking spots too, honestly. At the end of the day, Adam Cole, he wins the ladder match for his team. They get the lead in Survivor Series. War Games. So very cool. Very, very cool. And then you just get a massive brawl at the end of it, man. You get SmackDown, Raw, and NXT rosters. They're just piling in. And you get really good spots here from like Drew McIntyre, Keith Lee, Ivar, Adam Cole, Seth Rollins, and Ciampa. And that's really where they leave off the show is the only two guys left in the ring are Seth Rollins and Tommaso Ciampa. And they start swinging on each other and it starts, this brawl. And that's where they cut it out. So it was actually a really good ending. Usually I don't like the very chaotic endings, but because they had so many guys have at least a really good spot inside the ring, it worked for me. And it was really fun, man, because like I said, you get to see some of these bookings, some of these matchups that you just don't normally get to see. And that was a really big fun part of this. Ricochet, Matt Riddle, Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, Viking Raiders, Forgotten Sons, all of that stuff was very, very fun to see. So at the end of the day, it was very strong. It was a very, very strong show. And I actually feel that this one was stronger than AEW because they are doing the go-home show for War Games and Survivor Series. They turned it up to 10. They brought in the SmackDown and Raw stars, and it worked. I felt like it was just very, very, very well done. So that being said, I'm actually going to give this a 9 out of 10 because I felt like they had a lot of surprise element here, and the matches were just really good and unexpected. So what could you not love about that? So 9 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackowitz, Kaged Nation, out.